Hey, my truth seekers, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my live real talk with your girl, Lady D. How are you guys doing? Guys, out here, the weather is not so good. I mean, it's dark out here, so I hope I don't lose any of my internet. I see Can's big sister. Oh my God. She said, "Oh, now, Lady D, I've been hard working, and the first thing I pulled up is this afternoon is the Mass Circle 1985." I guess she's sitting there, she's talking about the way that I have Shanita finally get to see who is Shanita because I used to hear um Butterfly used to always talk about Shanita, but I never went ahead and checked to see who she was. But oh my God, she is exactly how Butterfly went ahead and describe her. Hey, Minister Terry Jones. He says, "Hello, Real Talk with Lady D. Good afternoon. How are you guys doing, guys? Welcome to my live Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. I'm thinking about going ahead and change my little name. You know how I used to call my subscribers truth seekers. I think I'm gonna go ahead and change it to truth tellers because we are truth tellers, okay? And I also like I'm getting to like I'm educating myself now into politics, not per se politics, but the woke side. I'm not really into all this election stuff like that. I just like to go ahead and call it out. So I'm gonna be doing more commentary on stuff like that. Terry Jones said, "Real Talk with Lady D YouTube channel with Lady D broadcast. Also tune in with Lady D YouTube community tab. I don't know but yes, guys, what the day is? I think the day is Monday. Ega, So and High and myself, we might go back into Bible study, guys. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. As you can see right here, I want to go and talk a little bit about Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Let me see what season we are in. Season 8, episode 14. And someone had told me that they supposed to be getting ready to do the reunion. So I guess this right here is going to be a short season right here. So let me know if it's going to be season I think the reunion, they're going to start the reunion. I don't know, they getting all that set. Terry, try not to spam it so much. Try not to spam it so much so I can go ahead and won't be so distracted, okay? But let me see if you guys can hear me real good because let me see if you can hear me real good. Yeah, making sure that the mic is checked. So as you can see right here, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about Love and Marriage in Huntsville. As you can see by the title, I'm gonna just be all over the place. Okay, the title is "The Shady Tactics Inviting Castmates on an Overseas Vacation," knowing that these people got families. Okay, just to go ahead and favor the extras because that's exactly what it's going to be about. Because I already had sat there and say, I was going to put it on hold when I talk about Love and Marriage in Huntsville, waiting until they get something that's going to be excited. And I think that I see a difference when it comes to Love and Marriage in Huntsville. I like Kimmy. Kimmy now, she's not chill, laid back. She's voicing her opinion, and I'm glad she's doing that. So as you can see right here, this is episode 14, and I think next week is really going to be interesting. I know my girl misbehaving, Miss Girl. She said she really enjoyed this week. It was all right. It kind of gave me a little headache. I try not to sit there and get so passionate about this show right here because, like I said, at the end of the day, all this right here is a reality show. But I'm just ready, guys. I'm just ready to start seeing some changes. I don't know about you guys. I am so ready to start seeing some changes. But before I get into my commentary, try not to spam it so much, Terry. I think we get it clear. We clear and understand exactly what you are putting in on. So try not to spam it too much. So Before I get into my commentary, I was distracted. Before I get into my commentary, guys, I don't know if you guys saw Trina Braxton, and her husband Vaughn. I didn't put any pictures up, but I know you guys know exactly what I am talking about because it's all over social media. But when I saw that video, I saw they live. I went on to go ahead and check it out because I saw, which I go and check her out anyway. I really like her, and I just started watching this week when it came to the Braxton family. I think they done changed their name. I don't know if they call themselves the Braxton family anymore, but it was just kind of disturbing, and not only disturbing to me, but it was disturbing to a lot of people because I see a lot of people had made some videos regarding to all that. But why would a grown man, I mean, a big grown man that been married, and then the thing about it, he's not a child, he's a very older guy. Why would he wants to be jealous, especially of the dad? He called Trina out because he was jealous. Yeah, go ahead and check that out. He called Trina out because he was jealous because he felt that the same way that Trina grieved for her sister is the way that she had grieved for her ex-husband. Well, that was her ex-husband. She had married to him. Even though she didn't have children, but he took care of her children as if it was his. And I just didn't understand why would a grown man, be so jealous? Like I said, they should have been past those childish behavior. That part right there, guys, it just didn't make no sense at all. But make sure you go ahead and check it out. To me, I found it kind of disturbing. Hey, Tina. Tina is in the house. Tina saying, hey, Lady D and chat. Yeah, guys, go ahead and check it out. I wanted to go ahead and talk about that just right quick. So let me go ahead and do my copyright disclaimer. Let me go ahead and do this right here. Might see if I can see it. My copyright disclaimer, if I can see it, I can't see it, is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. And guys, what are we doing? Okay, so don't get mad with a messenger. If you can't stand the heat, you get out of the kitchen. Tina, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me real good. Comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. Hey, Spark, I see Sparker is in the house. Say hello, Lady D, and everyone. Denise Marsh is also in the house. Says hello, Lady D. Hoping all is well with you and yours. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. So, guys, I got that out the way, and we're gonna go ahead. Thank you, Tina. We're gonna go ahead and talk about this recap, and shout out to my girl Misbehaving, guys. Make sure you go ahead and check Misbehaving out because I had to check out to see what was so interesting because my girl sat there and say that she really enjoyed. She told me she really enjoyed this week. This right here is season 8 episode 14. So I said this morning, let me go ahead and check out, and really watch it because I did watch it a little bit, but in and out. I didn't see anything that really had stood out because I'm just waiting for Ariana to come on, to make my prophecy come to pass because it's time for you to come on, Ariana, and do some cleanup because I mean, they are doing a little too much. And don't laugh at me, guys, because you see, I got that Pinocchio nose on Miss Buddy and is on wrong, is upside down. But then again, she upside down as well. I mean, this right here, guys, this is what I call a hot mess. So make sure you go ahead and check out Misbehaving is Fun. Also, my girl Marcella, go ahead and check out Marcella, my girl Marcella Sparkers. If you guys got some channels, guys, make sure you go ahead and shout out your channels. Also, Butterfly, make sure you go ahead and check her out as well. Miss Wanda, check her out. Okay. So now that I got out all the good stuff. So, like I said in here, we are grown folks, guys, 18 and older, no children in here. And if you cannot stand the heat, you get out of the kitchen. That's exactly how it is because I'm not changing. I'm not changing for no one. I'm going to call it out as it is. Okay. And I really think, that they should go ahead right now and bring on Ariane Curry. Go ahead and bring her on, okay? But when it comes to Melody and that trip, bringing them overseas, knowing that most of them they have families, and you bringing people, especially the castmates. I'm talking about the core six, the people that started this show from the beginning. Like Tisha and Kimmy. And even when it comes to Destiny. They should have had the first choice when it comes to the bedrooms. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna focus on that because to me, that's what you call shady. You got these people, your cast members. That's just to show you Mel when it comes to Melody does not have nobody back. She not about peace. She need to go ahead and throw that peace out of the window. You know how she's saying, I'm about a peace. You're not about peace. You about confusion. That's all you're about. You went and brought these women overseas just to sit there and try to make a mockery, try to make a show, and try to clown these people. But like I said, the table's going to turn on you. You never win when you play dirty, okay? Also, Tina sat there and said, please hit the like button. Yes, guys, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And also, Sparker says, Melody is so fake and a vindictive. Yes, she is. And that's exactly her two-bit change is Ariane Curry. And she afraid to bring Ariane Curry because she don't want Ariane Curry to come on and tell it how it is. Just like when it came to Destiny say, I know where the body's at. And I was glad, I saw that little small clip, which they supposed to play it next week, where Destiny went ahead and called her out her lie because you guys know from day one, I've been calling this out. These, when it comes to Melody, and I'm gonna say allegedly, but this is how I feel in the spirit. When it comes to Melody, Martell, and Ariane Curry, they all was a love triangle. They all Melody and Ariane, they were sister wives. And I've been calling this out for day one. They've been sister wives. And I'm so glad that when Destiny came on that vacation, Destiny came sitting on Reddit. And most likely her and Ariane got together and say, look, we're going to cut through these lies because enough is enough, especially when it comes to Melody. Melody is faker than, we're going to say a $5 bill, not a $5 bill, a $3 bill, because, we already know there's a $2 bill, okay? But Melody is fake than all outdoors. But I've been telling you guys from day one, what Melody is trying to do, Melody, she know that, first of all, no one wants to film with her, and she know that she wants to leave off of this show, but she wants to leave off with a bang because nobody wants to film with her. You think that they're gonna keep sitting there cutting scenes out and not allowing Martell to come on? Martell, like I said, without Martell, it wouldn't be a story with Melody. Because, like I say, what do Melody have? What storyline do Melody have? Tell me. And nobody hating on her. Like Denise Marsha said, Mel was being the messy, shady heifer. And I promise you, I was going to call that a heifer, okay? Denise says, Melody was being the messy, shady heifer that she is and had her to go to speak for knowing that she coached her. Absolutely. Coach Shanita. Shanita was what Ariane called a linebacker. And that's why when the first time when I saw Shanita, and that's this week, because I never really went check for her. Yes, she does look just like the mask. She does look like the mask. I don't know what his name is. I see where Ken's big sister, she was talking about the movie The Mask circa 1985. If I'm not mistaken, I think his name is Rocky. But that's exactly who she looked like. And when Ariane was calling the linebackers, I promise you, most likely she probably was in the mix of it all. Because I don't know if she was Melody's bodyguard or what. Like she was the clean up lady. And the thing about it, she's sitting on the table. And I told you guys I'm gonna be all over the place, okay? So I'm not going in order, okay? She was at the table talking to Tisha, And then she was directing it to Tisha. She wasn't really putting all that heat. I'm talking about Shanita. Wasn't putting all that heat on the rest of them, but it's like she kept going at Tisha. But Tisha was sitting all ready for her. I don't know you. You bringing all this heat, and as if you and I friends. You look, we not breaking no break. Pretty much that's what Tisha was, trying to tell her. You know, but she looked like a drag queen. Spark said she looked like a drag queen. Then she said Mel Hinchman. She was something. She got to be something. But like I said, don't spare Melody. Tisha, don't spare Melody. Kimmy, don't spare Melody. Whatever y'all got, pull it out. Martell said, reveal it all, tell my story, or either fire me. Okay? Didn't Martell say that? So it's time to sit there and take off the gloves when it comes to Melody, because I promise you, whatever Melody got to throw at you guys, she gonna throw it. And she got to pull up the kitchen sink, the stove, and everything, and she gonna throw whatever she think that's gonna stick, just like Marcel said. Okay, but like I said, guys, in here is real talk, unapologetic, and non-biased. If you can't stand the heat, you get out the kitchen, because in here is grown folks. Ain't nobody in here is sitting there going to rock and nurse nobody. If you can't chew meat, then spit it out. And if you can't take it, just say ouch. And that's real talk. Okay. Denise says Shanita needs to worry about that dry dollar 3 wig she had on. They all say she brought that smoke for Tisha. Yes, she did. She didn't do blank, but look like a fool to Mel. Absolutely. Look like just like Misbehaving said, she looked at like what's his name, the giant, that big old giant that wrestler. That's exactly what she looked at like. But to me, she looked at like the mask. She looked at like the mask. So let's go ahead and dive into some of this right here, because I also I also think this is the part that I'm really going to go ahead and talk about, because first of all, Melody, she already had everything already set. Just like when they all went into that mansion, she was telling them, go ahead and pick out your room. First of all, you don't tell people that is not a part of the cast to go and pick out a room. The rooms should have been already assigned, which the rooms was assigned. Let me take that back. Let me go ahead and reel that back. The rooms was already assigned. That's why they had 3 bedrooms. That's why they had 3 beds in one room, because they knew that Tisha was going to bring in Destiny. And she wants to sit there and say, oh, I didn't know that Tisha was going to bring in Destiny. I'm so glad now they calling Melody out on her lies. At one time, most likely they was, cleaning it up. And the reason why they was cleaning it up, because they wanted to keep her image, to keep her as the breakout star. But now these girls sitting there saying, look, we're going to show receipts, because you're not going to sit here, Pinocchio. You're not going to sit here, Pinocchio, and think that you're going to say all these lies and run with it, and got us looking like a fool. Got us looking like a fool. But guys, when I say something, you can take it to the bank. What they are doing right now, they are setting the scene, setting everything up, because what they're going to do, they're going to bring in Melody's worst nightmare. Like she said, when they go low, she take it to hell. Well, knock, knock, knock. Ariane is coming through that door. Ariane is coming through that door. And if she is not ready for it, get ready or not, you leave. Leave. Don't Melody has something already set up? You got your own little Nubian, whatever thing that you got. Why don't you and that mask go over to that new to Nubian network? Okay, whatever it is, that streaming network that you got. Okay. So let me go ahead and read some more comments. Serena says that Mel is exposing herself again. Absolutely. Like I said, you never win when you play dirty. Never win when you play dirty. This girl is, she just a very come across of what I see. So don't sit there and get mad with the messengers. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, she's defaming Melody." I'm talking about from what I see off of this reality show, okay? And if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen, okay? Mel is exposing herself again. Watch, you guys. We'll see. Absolutely. Every time she brings someone to comfort Tisha, she always exposes herself and lose a few fans. Absolutely. And then again, Melody does not keep no friends. Sooner or later, Shanita is going to end up turning on her. Watch. Shanita is going to turn on her. And I'm going to tell you exactly how Shanita is going to turn on Melody because first of all, like I said, fair is fair. Shanita is more interesting than Melody is. Melody is boring as all outdoors, like we say in the South. So Shanita going to fall out. Now remember, you heard it from here first. Shanita is going to fall out with Melody over money because I'm pretty sure that when Shanita come on and the other one, who I don't know, that's a lap dog or whatever she is, but most likely Melody is paying her out of her pockets. I'm going to say allegedly. But if you bringing in your friends, most likely that cut is coming out of your money. And Shanita gonna sit there and say, "Look, girl, look, I'm making this show popping. I'm bringing in the ratings. I'm sitting there, your bulldog. And all you giving me is this chunk change." That's exactly how they're going to fall out. I promise you. I promise you. Sparkle says Shanita wanting to be a TV celebrity so bad she was on a show in the 90s that failed. Okay. Sharina says Mel lost a lot of fans when she tried to use Tisha cousin to comfort her. She's only exposing herself. And I can't wait till that part come out. I can't wait till that part came out. That's why I sat there and say, Kimmy and Tisha, don't spare Melody. Don't worry about her feelings. Oh, Melody, she been cheated on. Melody, we going to feel sorry. Don't feel sorry for her because she banked off of that enough. Melody took her pain for gain. She took her pain for gain and she rode it until she couldn't ride it no more. She rode it until the wheels fell off. Okay. So don't spare her at all. Tina says that, exactly. She knew Destiny was joining because Tisha told her beforehand. And that's why I'm glad that Tisha went ahead and pulled out those text messages. Mel threw the rock and hide her hands always, but that's all right. Now that she's throwing rocks and she's hiding her hands, somebody done saved every last rock that she threw and a big brick going to go her way. And that big brick, that hurricane, that tsunami is going to be her worstest nightmare. And that's absolutely that girl, Ariane Curry, okay? Ariane Curry. And I've been saying it for day one, and I ain't changing it. I am not changing it. Denise says that I wonder why Mel wants to be on the show since she don't like them. Mel is still bitter about other couples still being friends with Martell as though they were going to throw him to the side. And that's the thing about it. Why she keep bringing up Martell's name? If I don't want a person, that person makes me sick. That person, I don't want to be around him. Okay, we took Martell from around you. You guys not filming anymore. So if you guys not filming anymore, now you guys got your piece. Why is Melody is still mentioning Martell's name? Why? Because she know that name sells. She know that name sells. That's why, okay? Like I said, in here, it's real talk, unapologetic and 9 buys. Jay says, Melody is messy, hateful, jealous, and nasty. I do not like that girl. Absolutely. Denise says, remember, Martell said Melody is a user and never keep a friend. He never, he never lied. He called that. He called her. He called that out. And that's why I hope Martell does not go into the gutter like Melody did. You know how Melody sat there and she ruined all types of friendships. I hope that he don't go as dirt, with Marcel, that they can be two men and work it out just like they worked out everything else. I just hope that, he does not focus on trying to destroy Marcel and Tisha's marriage, knowing all the hell that he went through. Focus on that demon that you were sleeping on the side with, Martel. Focus on that demon that you were sleeping on the side. Like I said there and say, sometimes like us, you wouldn't know people until you start living with that person. And now you seeing everybody starting to wake up and see exactly what's going on. Hey, my girl, speak with your girl. Marcella is in the house. She says, hello, everyone. Hit the like button. Yes, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Come in and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Hey, Chandela. Chandela is in the house. She says, good afternoon, you all. Yes, indeed. Speak with your girl, Marcella. Yes, guys, make sure you go ahead and check out my girl, Marcella. Yes, check her channel out. Jay says, hey, Marcella, speak with your girl. Marcella says, Melody uses people, then she walk away. That's all right, because want me to tell you something? Her time is up. Like I said, tick tock, your time is up. These people is not going to keep sparing Melody no more. They roll with her till they couldn't ride with her no more, but they saw how she plays. This girl played dirty. This girl played dirty. And then the thing about it, like I say, I'm gonna be all over the place. Shanita, that mask, we just got to give a name for her. We're gonna call her the mask because that fits her good. The mask, that mask face. We're gonna talk about that. Telling Melody, you better watch Tisha. First of all, they're not friends. Watch Tisha. Melody been gunning for Tisha's marriage from the beginning. So what are you talking about? Watch Tisha. Just because you and Tisha sit down at the table for 5 seconds and you felt like you figured out Tisha, unless Melody gave you the rundown. Go after Tisha. We need to destroy Tisha because they jealous of Tisha. They jealous of Tisha. They wish that they were Tisha. They wish that they was Tisha because they ran down. Yes, they ran down. Look how she was sitting there, a stranger. And I'm talking about this reality show. All this right here is for entertainment purpose only. This is my opinion, okay? Look how the minute when one of those men came in, don't even know nothing about this man. This man probably sat there and had all types of STDs or whatever he probably had. And she humping all on top of this stranger and wondering why when Ariane sat there and said when it was during the pandemic, when it was the big C, that she was coming from off of vacations and gave those kids the big C. Because she can't sit there and keep her hands away from what we saw she's doing. Getting close contact to people she don't even know. So who to say? She was doing the same thing that we saw she did on this show this week and bringing them germs homes to them kids. And all this right here is alleged for entertainment purposes. Don't get mad with the messenger. This is how I see it from what I see on this reality show. And that's real talk. And we're going to get to those braids because Lord have mercy. I don't know who put them braids in her hair. And like I said, I know a lot about hair because I've been a cosmetologist and still a licensed cosmetologist going on almost 40 years. Whoever put those braids in her hair, please say it was her and her children was trying to hook those braids up because my God, that was a hot mess. She should have went where Tisha get her braids from because I was trying to find one of the videos when Tisha long, lustrous, silky hair. I mean, what Melody need to do, because I'm sick of Melody with these jack up wigs, with these botched braids. I'm sick of seeing that and wants to be like she all this. Melody is not, ain't nobody jealous of Melody. Nobody is jealous of Melody. Who wants to be jealous of somebody that's sitting there leasing somebody else's home? A business in her basement. Can't keep a man. Somebody else helping raising her children. Who wants to be jealous of that? To me, I would call it karma. I would call it karma. That's what I would call it. When another woman came around with her eyes closed and scooped your husband up. Maybe if she was humping on her husband the way that she was humping on a totally stranger, maybe she probably would have kept her husband. And like I said there and say, guys, it's grown folks in here. If you can't stand the heat, you leave or just say ouch or just put your little pinky finger up and you just exit on out. Because ain't nobody going to sugarcoat for nobody, okay? In here is real talk, unapologetic and non-biased. Like I said, if you don't like the way I talk, find a channel that's going to accommodate you. Yes, I want clicks. Yes, I want likes. Yes, I want to get paid, but I'm going to stand on my truth. In here, we are truth tellers, okay? And that's real talk. That's real talk. But whoever did those braids, I mean, the way that they put the extensions way down to the end, that was a hot mess, and the cameras kept focusing on that rat nest that was on the back of it. What Melody needs to do, and I am a professional cosmetologist, go and shave that strands off of your head. Take the mess off. Go and just cut it all off because you wear wigs anyway. Go and cut it off and start over fresh. Stop with those chemicals. I've been having my braids. I'm too embarrassed to say, but my braids are still connected to my scalp. Almost a whole month. I just sat there and dyed and washed my hair, and which I'm gonna take them out this week. But they still attached to my scalp. But Melody, when she put braids in her hair, it slide on down. It slide just like the slithering snake that she is. And like I said, guys, if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen because I cannot sugarcoat. I cannot sugarcoat, and that's real talk. I cannot sugarcoat. Chandela says, I'll take the wigs over the braids as them braids on her head just ain't it. Not either time. She tries them and then wants to sit there. What she look like? Want me to tell you what Mel looked like with them braids? She looked like that girl on Friday. You remember that girl on Friday when she had those long nails all ghetto and coming, and snapping, at you remember that movie called Friday? That's exactly who Mel looked like, swinging them that hair. That girl is a ghetto mess. A ghetto mess, okay? Then he said that's on period. Mel can't stand Tisha because she came from under her manipulation by trying to convince her that her husband is cheating. Yep, absolutely. Tisha stayed with her husband and now they are flourishing and Mel is. Absolutely. We talked about that. The reason why, I talked about it just about on all my videos. The reason why Melody cannot stand Tisha because she thought that Tisha's supposed to follow her blueprint. She thought Tisha supposed to listen to those YouTubers telling Tisha that her husband is cheating. They had no evidence, thought that Tisha was just going to go ahead and throw in the towel and act a plumb fool and lose her blessings. And that's why Melody got mad. And when she found that Tisha was not buying that, they were saying, oh, Tisha weak. Oh, Tisha dumb. No, Tisha smart because Tisha knew that it was not just about her and her husband, but it was about her children leaving legacies for her children's children. So she was not going to sit there and throw in the towel for these daggone kinkerworms, these palmer worms, and these locusts and these caterpillars just because she did. And the thing about it, she also was jealous because something that was supposed to be a part of her family, that business called Scout, Folks, and Scots, Tisha and her children, they are wearing the hard hats. They are the ones that took something out of the red and made a multi-million-dollar company. But yet they wanted to sit there and play that narrative as if Tisha was dumb. No, Tisha not dumb. Tisha don't have one. Tisha don't have two. But Tisha has 3 degrees, 1 bachelor's and 2 masters. Now, do you call that dumb? No. These old bottom feeders They was jealous because they was doing Melody's bidding. That's how, we got one of them right now, wants to be jealous because of millimeters. Not all millimeters are bad. They got some millimeters that they likes to go and listen to other people's opinions. And just because they might comment, you're going to sit there and say, oh, they're a traitor. That's what you call brainwash. That's what you call a cult-like behavior. Because you're going to tell me just because I am a fan of Melody, like some high school children, and most of them, these people, they are seasoned women, mostly might be my age, 50 years old or maybe older. So you're trying to tell me just because I am a fan of Melodies, I cannot visit other people's page and I cannot comment on it. So now I want to go ahead and call these people out as if they are a traitor. Make it make sense. It got to be something deeper. It got to be something deeper. And then you guys, they want to get upset and sitting there saying, oh, we're going to call this person out. But yet, you riding hard for Melody. You riding hard for Melody. Make it make sense, guys. Like I said, something is not right in the buttermilk. Something is not right in the buttermilk. No real woman, let no woman convince them to do anything. And that's for free too. Absolutely. And Chandela says, Love and Marriage Huntsville fans got Shanita 38 hot. I've been laughing for an hour. If she's minding her business, no one would be roasting her. No one is messing with Lauren. Lauren minds her business. And that's and eating her food. Oh my God, talk about the food. Yes, indeed. She was eating that food with her little teeny weeny self. But when it comes to Shanita, I remember I was watching because I was trying to find out who Shanita is because, like I said, Butterfly used to talk about all the time. So I said, let me go ahead and find some clips who Shanita is. So I saw a little small clip where Shanita was saying, people were saying that I look like a man. Do I look like a man? Yeah, you look like a drag queen. And nothing against, like I said, but yes, you do look like a drag queen. But to me, you look like the mask with all that heavy makeup. I mean, heavy makeup and that old raggedy wig. Come on, people. Be happy to be nappy, okay? Be happy to be nappy. And that's real talk, okay? But let's go ahead and play a little bit more. So let me go ahead and read the copyright disclaimer again, because we know we got these trolls in here. But like I said there and say, if you can't stand the heat, you get out of the kitchen, okay? Like I said, don't ask me to sit there and do no commentary on anything if you don't want to hear my truth. And that's real talk, okay? But the copyright disclaimer, again, is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. So don't be sitting there saying, oh, we're going to get our attorneys. Oh, we're going to sue them. You can't sue nothing. You can't sue nothing. If you don't have no thick skin to come on these reality shows to get ripped apart, get roasted, then you find something that's going to tickle your ears. Because in here, you cannot tell nobody to sit there and take a paintbrush and paint it with some roses, some hearts, and some butterflies, okay? And that's real talk. So the copyright disclaimer is for criticism, for comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Guys, so again, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content, okay? So let's go ahead and continue with this mess.
Listen to what I'm saying. Because now about to get that wig snatched up out her head.
Nobody's snatching the wigs.
They full of.
And you see, you heard with Tisha and them, like I said, they tired. Tisha and Kimmy and Destiny and Stormy, they are tired of this slithering snake. Bringing these people across the country to sit there and try to make a mockery out of them, try to embarrass them. But the tables turn because you never win when you play dirty. And what did Tisha say? Tisha said, Nell could keep talking. Nell gonna get that wig snatched off of her head. And I used to ride for Nell when her stepdaughter came out, and I tried to give Nell the benefit of the doubt, saying that Nell, she deserved her own spinoff. No. You don't deserve a spinoff. You are unhinged. I don't know if you're going to blame it on the alcohol, but my God, if she does this to grown women and talk to grown women as if they children, and you wondering why your grown kids is still sitting there living under you, because you treat them like children, you talk like them to children. If you talking to a completely stranger, I feel pity of what her own children is going through, including her husband. This woman is unhinged. Girl, you need to go ahead and I mean, my God, I'm not a psychiatrist, but you need some help, girl. You should have took your meds. So whatever you take, you need to take it and leave the alcohol alone, because whatever you was taking, it wasn't mixing, okay? She was unhinged. It's like, girl, are you acting thirsty? What, you are afraid that you might go back and work at the dollar store? The money is not flowing like you sitting there trying to front, faking it until you making it, because you riding hard for Melody. And then sitting there telling Melody, when you came to Texas, I made sure I looked out for you. I made sure I had your back. Like I said, you may have had Melody back, but Melody did not have your back, because Melody looked at you as old and you don't even like it. Melody looked at you as a old lady, because we already know from the stuff that she already put out there, she always come against old people, but she could come against old people as she want. Because like I said there and say, you may be old in age, but like I said, you take the wig off of Melody, you take that daggone eyelashes off of Melody, you take the makeup off of Melody, and she gonna look like any old basic you know what. But when it comes to Ariane Curry is natural, and she is very beautiful with or without makeup. But with Melody, yes, she got to plaster the makeup, got to wear tons and tons of hair on her head. And when she take it off, my God, do I need to show you a picture? Look like any other basic person. But yet she wants to call Nell out, calling Nell old, and knowing Nell does not like that. But then again, Nell deserves what she gets. Because like I said, you riding hard for a slithering snake. And all this right here is for entertainment purpose only, based off of a reality show, okay? And the stuff that they put out, you aired out, you are free game. If you know you wasn't ready, you wasn't equipped for this, then you should have never sat there and signed up for this, because nobody is not going to sit there and pacify her, okay? Nobody is going to pacify her. But it's time for Ariane Curry to come on and get this daggone garbage off of this show. Yes, I said it. Get the garbage off. It's time to get rid of the trash and bring in something new. Let these people go. You don't like them. You claim that you're all about your peace. Well, if you claim that you're all about your peace, go and work on something that you know is yours. I'm not going to build somebody else's house, not knowing that my house is not together. Make it make sense. So let's go ahead and play some more, okay? And let me go ahead and put my banner up, okay? Because, like I said, people's ears are hurting. We got some ears that's bleeding. I can feel it. We got some ears that's bleeding, okay? So let's go ahead and play some more, okay? Let's go ahead and play some more.
They full of and I'll be the one to whoop their ass.
Now, who the heck gonna let a grown woman whoop another grown woman's tail? And the thing about it, she wanted to bring that old ghetto ratchet to Kim and them. Kim and them are educated. They are very smart, articulate. You think they're going to let this hood sit there and try to belittle them just for a reality show? Kimmy came to her professional, but straight to the point. You're not going to sit there and think that you're going to talk to me any kind of way. You're not going to do it, because we already know it was a setup. Mel didn't really have your back. And when she sat there and gave you a room, she called you an old lady. She giving it to you because old lady need her space. So right there, she don't look at you as equal. And yet you going all out for her. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and play some more.
Wait. We sent you out there to be the peacemaker.
Kimmy, you okay?
Yeah, she has to calm down.
Okay, that's all right. Calm down. That's all right. Woosah.
And she won't say a woosah. What the heck you talking about a woosah? And you the one stirred that daggone mess and asking Kimmy if she's okay. Kimmy wants to sit there and lay down whatever she got and sit there, and you know what she wanted to do. Because that was too much. First of all, y'all sat there, brought these people overseas, gave these people those rooms all clustered together, knowing good well that these are women, knowing that they are core six, they are the castmates, and you got these extras sitting there taking space that belongs to the people that sat there and put in the work. They put in the work. Shanita, she didn't put in the work. The other one didn't put in the work. But yet they got their own room, their own space. I would have been mad too. But what I would have done, I would have did exactly what Nene Leakes did, and also Shawnee O'Neal did at the same thing. I'm not going to argue with no rooms because, first of all, Melody did not pay for those rooms. You think that Melody paid for a mansion for these people to go overseas when she don't even have her own place? She renting somebody else? And I'm going to say alleged, but like I say, according to what we saw, the information that's out there, all you got to do is go ahead and Google, because Google got a huge search engine. She leasing it. So how the heck, if she's leasing something that does not belong to her, she don't own the deeds to that house, how the heck that she can go and lease a mansion overseas? No, the producers did that. The producers was helping, just like those producers. And Carlos King wants to talk about how hard his producers work. Your producers come across as rotten and foul as well, because nowhere in the world your producers would allow that to happen. Because what y'all trying to do, y'all brought Tisha and Kimmy overseas to get them out of their character. Thought that these people was going to sit there and act up, because you need somebody to sit there and act up to bring those ratings up and to give Melody a storyline. But we already know it's a cheap trick. It's a cheap trick. She's not worth it. She's not worth it. Melody is not worth it. And then wants to ask, are you okay? You stirred the pot. You made this mess, and you wants to sit there and you want to throw the rock and hide your hand. Then you get this unhinged Nell out, knowing that she don't know how to articulate her words. She don't know how to sit there and have a woman-to-woman conversation, because she can't have a woman to her children's conversation. I don't know how she's still with this man. I promise you, I don't know how. But if she continue acting like that, somebody else gonna come around the corner and scoop him up, because he look like he's real chilled to be with somebody so unhinged, according to this reality show, for entertainment purpose only, and alleged. But she look like she come across as unhinged. Girl, it's not the children, it's you. Why are you popping off like that? Why are you popping off like that? And then going in front of grown people's face. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, guys. Let's go ahead and play a little more.
This is our first girls trip, y'all.
Girls trip. My
do,
God.
Right. Like, let's have a good time.
And I'm so glad that Tisha went ahead and laughed in her face. Girl trips. I thought, because Melody, I don't know how old she is, but she got a childlike mind. It's like, and I'm not a psychiatrist, okay, based off of this reality show, because we got to keep saying stuff like this because we got people that's so sensitive. But she got a childlike mind. It's like she's still stuck in that high school stage. I'm thinking that, she's going to break out with another slumber party, because, every time when she do events at her house, it always look like a high schoolish slumber party. This is high schoolish. What grown woman that you know going to sit there and get mad because somebody else is friends to somebody else, but children? And the children, the high school kids don't act like that. If I'm friends with this person, just like Misbehaving said, I'm not gonna get mad, just because she's friend with that person. No. Mature people don't do stuff like that. I might not like the person that she talked to, but that does not mean that I got to hate the Misbehaving. Make it make sense. Or Marcella, no. No, because we grown folks. We're not children. Okay?
Fine.
Okay.
This is precisely the reason I don't do girls' trips. Like, it's just a bunch of women, a whole bunch of personalities, a whole bunch of strong opinions, arguing, going back and forth. How is this fun?
But now let me stop it right here because, like I say, in here, it's real talk. I'm also blaming on you as well, Kimmy, and also on Tisha, because first of all, you guys need to stop letting Mel plan those trips. I don't care if Mel is an executive producer. I don't care. If Mel sat there and she planned another trip, then you go to the producers or go higher and say, I do not want Mel to plan another trip for us, because you guys not going to sit there and have Mel got us out there looking like we some fools. So they need to put their foot down. I don't give a care how much these people are paying me. You're not going to sit there and make me lose my soul for a few crumbs just to sit there and for ratings for somebody else. So what they need to do, they need to put their foot down, go to the producers, go higher up, and you sit there and say another trip that Mel sat there and she come up with, we're not going. We're not going to no more of Mel's trip. No more of her trips. Nowhere in the world, knowing the animosity that I have with Melody and the shadiness, the way that she play her hands, I would have went out the country with her. I would have never did it. I would have never did it. Now, like I said, Mel did not, I know she did not pay for this trip, but Kimmy needs to take initiative. I'm going to plan the trips for now on. Tisha going to plan the trips for now on. But Mel cannot plan another trip. If anything, Mel need to go ahead and exit out this door. Because like I said, you cannot try to build you the same type of reality show like you are on. Because a house divided cannot stand. It's going to fall. So Mel, she's working on her stuff and still wants to stay on this reality show. So something got to fall. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to, what I see, according to this reality show, and all this is alleged, is to sabotage this show. And then she can sit there and say, okay, my melanuts, I need you guys to come on so we can go ahead and work on this show, because now nobody in business, because I shut the whole thing down. And the only reason why she shut it down, because she know that absolutely Ariane, that girl, and Martell was going to come on that show. So I need to go ahead and tear it down. That's why she wanted to go ahead and put that charge on Martell, because she know when you get a DV charge, people don't want to work with nobody that got a DV. So I got to figure out how to get this Negro off the show, because I do not want Ariane on. Because if Ariane come on that show, then Ariane going to tell the whole story that we all was in it together. Because just like Ariane said there and said, do I need to play the clips? Ariane said there and say, these people was faking it. They all knew that they was faking, knowing from the beginning these people was not together. And that's why Ariane act the way that she act, because she know that was a lie. And that's why she quick to say, well, if it's on the show, he's making his money, let him do it. But not knowing that they was sitting there trying to use this man until he woke up. Until he woke up and sat there and say, no, you got me looking like a fool. So you're going to either tell my real life story or don't tell nothing at all. This was fake. No, I don't want Melody. No, he don't want Melody. No, he don't want Melody. You guys want to keep pushing that narrative. You guys want to keep pushing that narrative. And the only reason why you want to push this narrative because it's putting crumbs in your pockets. It's getting you likes. It's getting you clicks. You're not going to talk like this because talking like this ain't going to give you too many clicks, ain't going to give you too many likes, ain't going to give you too many friends because nobody wants to hear the truth. Because everybody got their hands in the cookie jar, but you never win when you play dirty. You never win when you play dirty. That's why you see Stormy winning, breaking TikTok. Every time when she stepped foot on TikTok, she crashes it. And they tried to tear down Stormy. Tried to tear down Stormy, siding with someone, and you know these what we call our colonizers. They think they got that entitlement, that privilege where they can take anything that we had, and you guys wanted to help this guy to take away from Stormy. Guys, you guys ain't nothing but some evil trolls, evil, malicious trolls. So let's go ahead and play some more.
Arguing with Nell was not on my things to do list.
Absolutely.
What's wrong with Nell? She said somebody grabbed her hand. She just slapped my
No.
I'm good.
Miss Nell, come here, please.
I'm good.
Okay,
We ain't finna do this, or I'll fly right back out here. We ain't finna do this.
Miss Nell,
Let her calm
I'm
down.
asking you to come here with me.
Only thing I'm saying
I'm asking
is
you to come with me.
I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to go back out.
Well, leave, because you looking like a plum fool. A grown tail women with this Dolly Parton wig on, sitting there want to make a mess. And just like Tisha said, she wasn't going to talk. She just was barking. Because all Tisha had to do is just pull that daggone wig off of her head. I mean, she is doing the most. Ain't no way in the world. I promise you guys, I don't care how much they will pay me. Nowhere in the world I will sit there and lose my soul for almighty dollars. I would never do that. And Mel come across for to say that the way her lifestyle, like she got it, she all about that life. She come across as a broke bum because only a broke bum will sit there and make themselves look like a fool. And I used to ride so hard for Nell. But Nell, you coming across a little thirsty, girl, a little thirsty.
The door to the airport and get my ass home.
Earlier, you got loud with me in front of everybody. Calm down a little bit.
And see, Melody just only fronting. Melody is only front for the cameras. Earlier, you came for me. Calm down a little bit. No, you like that. That's why you sat there. You know what? Nell don't pick up, then this mask one face gonna pick up. That's you wanted them to sit there and fight that hard for you. You like that. And wants to sit there in front of the camera, calm down. But all the while, girl, keep it. That's some good ratings. Girl, you keep it. Keep it going. That's why she got Nell all pumped up, Nell all on tens. And like I say, this is my opinion. Don't sit there and say, oh, we finna get her for defamation. This is for a reality show. So if you try, I come back at you. That's all to it. Okay? That's all to it. But Mel just only fronting like she calming a grown woman down. Oh, you came for me. No, you know you like that because you like when people do your bidding for you. Now you want to act like you Saint Melody. Now the Saint Melody come out. Liar, your pants on fire. Might as well talk like that because that's how she talk, like a child, okay?
As I'm gonna get right now.
Did you feel like you were doing a lot?
Even if I did a lot, don't put your hand on me.
Okay, but did you feel like you were doing?
Like I said, even if I did a lot, don't put your.
Well, next time, let your daggone boobs hang out. Let her boobs hang out. That's just to show you if she didn't know that her boobs was hanging out, then you need to sit there and stay off the sauce. You was taking a little too much of the sauce, okay? You should have sat there and be calm because you on TV and the entire world is watching you. Okay? Tisha, next time, don't help these buzzes out. Don't help these bottom feeders out. If she wants to be on TV with her boobs hanging out, a grown woman, let her boobs hang out, okay? Let her boobs hang out. Tisha wasn't touching you to sit there and try to pull you back or anything. Tisha was pulling you back because she didn't want you to embarrass yourself. Because first of all, you're a grown woman. Most likely, you probably took in too much, and you went out there looking like a plumb fool with your boobs hanging out. Next time, let her boobs hang out. Okay, let her boobs hang out.
Hand on me. I'm really not confrontational. But
Yes,
what
you
you're
are.
not gonna do
And your children would
is
say the
keep
same
throwing me
thing.
shade. You know what?
Nobody
Maybe I
was
just
throwing
shouldn't
you
have
no shade. Nobody was throwing you no shade because, first of all, you shouldn't have never went out there. Knowing good and well you are unhinged. Knowing good and well you cannot hold your temper. Thought that you was going to let these educated women, thought she was going to talk to these educated women any type of way with that gutted, ratchet, sniper, low vibrational mess she was trying to bring in. Kim and them wasn't going to sit there and fight nobody out there. These women are millionaires. These women are very independent women. But like I said, I also blame Kimmy and Tisha because they shouldn't have never sat there the minute when they know that Melody was being shady. They should have said, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to book me and Tisha. We're going to book us another hotel. I would have shut that down right there. I wish they would have done that. If they would have said, okay, we're not going to argue. We're going to get us a hotel. I promise you, they would have had mad respect today. I promise you. That's why I sat there and say, I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm going to call it like it is, okay? No way in the world. I wouldn't have never sat there and stayed in that house knowing that Melody had everything already planned out. And that's real talk.
out there. But even when I tried to backpedal from it, they start coming at me.
It was because
Nobody
of the
came
tone.
for
It don't matter, but what you're not gonna do is talk to me and don't expect me to talk back.
You good? Just stay calm. Think about the sand and the beach.
Ain't nobody coming out here for that bullshit, man. I am telling you. It was just so unneeded. Like, so unneeded.
I've never been on a girls' trip like this, and this is not starting off good for a girls' trip.
Not quite.
I'm gonna leave y'all asses here.
No, I'll leave.
On vacation like this.
I'll leave.
Now all of a sudden she gonna leave. That's not just nothing but the front. Come on. Bring in Ariane. That's why I said there and say I wasn't gonna do no reviews until next week. Because I already know how all this right here is going to unravel. I'm waiting for Destiny to come on and pull out those bodies. It's time for those skeletons to come out of the closet. I'm tired of these people sitting there handling Melody with kid gloves. I'm sick of it. It's time for to sit there and chop this snake head off. Chop it off. And the only way that you can chop it off is to bring in Ariane Curry. Read those text messages. Okay? Let them know that they all was in it together. All of them. And I'm pretty sure if Melody would have never been on this reality show today, she would most likely would have sat there and say, move over, Ariane. It's my night tonight, okay?
I like peace. I like to smile.
I'm the same
and
way.
I like to have
She
fun.
like peace and she like to smile. When did you see peace on that show with Melody? When did you see Melody smile on that show? Only time you might sit there and see Melody smile is when she sat there, she felt like she got the best of these women. That's the only time. When did you ever see out of the 7 seasons, Melody was smiling and was at peace unless she tearing somebody else's down?
So do I.
Martell's not here for y'all to fuss.
Let me stop it right here. Now she worrying about Martell. Why? Why you just don't move on? If you sit there and say you all this and some, why you cannot move on? Why you got to always bring up Martell's name? Martell is not worrying about you. Martell is with his wife. Let me say it again. Martell is not worrying about you. Martell is with his wife. If Martell wanted to be with you, he had so many chances to be with you. He refused to be with you. He don't want you. And according to what was out there the day of his marriage, and I'm gonna say allegedly, didn't want it, you didn't. Okay? And you guys want to go around and call Martell out. Oh, Martell is a hoe. Martell messed with this. Only person that I know, and the only ones that she fighting hard that Martell was messing with and insane today, and that's Ariane. And that's who he's with today. Okay. You guys wants to see Martell with somebody else. If Martell was with somebody else, I'm pretty sure they would have came out and made some of these coins. Okay. So stop it with the bull crap. We're not buying it. Save that for the melon nuts. Save that for the melon nuts. Save that for the melon nuts. Please.
Be fussing with nobody else. We gonna have a good time.
I'm good.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Stop. Just take me
It
inside.
was
It's
real
really
good.
we didn't-
We resigned. Yes.
We were fine.
We were fine.
So
We didn't need no help.
Yeah.
We didn't
If
need
you
no
need no
help.
help, we wouldn't have.
They didn't need no help. No, shh. That rat, that rodent. Take that rodent back. I done lost all respect for Nell. I promise you, I done lost all respect for Nell. Nell came on that show and made herself look like the donkey of the day. The donkey of the day. That's exactly what she looked like, the donkey of the day. And you guys know, I was riding so hard for Nell. Nell done let Melody sit there and ruin her character, according to what I see. Nell looked like a gutter sniper and wondering why every last one of her kids, when they come around, they are crying, according to what we see on this reality show. Dang, Mel, you got to ride that hard? Wow, for those coins? What are you afraid of? Are you living up above your means?
Like it was
No,
a good idea.
I'm sucking it up. I had a complaint too, and I'm just saying, suck it up. I'm sandwiching
Now,
it with
a
y'all.
complaint
If
about
she
what?
got that figured out, we don't need the
And that's
extra.
what I said. Okay, we don't have to do the extra.
Right, that's
We
my whole
good.
point. It's over.
It's over.
It's Gucci.
Get that rat
It's
out.
Gucci.
Get the rat out. Ain't no Gucci. Your stuff is from the dollar store, girl. Get out of here. You living robbing Peter to pay Paul. Get the heck out of here. Got me all upset, guys. Got me all upset. Let me read some of these comments. Denise Marshall says Mel only felt happy and peaceful when she's being a vindictive person and having those melon nuts doing her dirty work. Absolutely. You know it. You know it. And like I said there and say, nobody is jealous of Melody. Nobody is jealous of Melody. If anybody, I would be jealous on that show, and I'm not going to tell you no lie, is Tisha. Anyone that if I want to be jealous of anybody on that show, it would be Tisha. And the reason why, because Tisha, first of all, Tisha got a beautiful family. She's very beautiful. She got a head on her shoulder. And one thing about it, she's not going to let these bottom feeders come and take what she got. And she's not going to go out there and sit there and let her goods be evil spoken of, casting her pearls to swans. One thing about Tisha knows how to separate a reality show from her personal life. Let me say it again. One thing about Tisha know how to separate a reality show from her personal life. And she's not going to let the love of money destroy what God had put together. I don't give a care what Marcel is out there doing. Whatever Marcel is out there doing, he's not taken out of his home. And if he is taking out anything, Tisha not liking for anything, okay? Melody sat there and she got on this reality show and lost her daggone mind. Lost her daggone mind. Sold her soul out for a bowl of beans. And that's real talk, okay? That's real talk. Let me just go ahead. I'm reading from the bottom, guys. Tisha, the one that got everything. Absolutely. And now, see, like I said, I promise you, I didn't even read that. And this girl came on and said that, okay? And came on and said, because they jealous of Tisha. They jealous. Nowhere in the world I'm going to talk about somebody that is not relevant. If I'm going to talk about somebody, it's something that they got that I want. Tisha Melody is jealous because she felt that her family came in and broke apart. So she felt like, oh, they always doing the same thing. So I got to still make myself look good. I got to still make myself be on top. So we're gonna go after Tisha. She was jealous of Tisha, and that's why Tisha don't spare that snake. Don't spare her. Please don't spare her. Denise says, Lady D, I could never be on these reality shows because I'd be catching a case. Absolutely. But I wouldn't sit there. Look, I wouldn't go that hard. I wouldn't go that hard. Ain't no way in the world I would go that hard. But like I say, the love of money is the root of all evil. That's just to show you these people, it's not about that life. Because if these people was about that life, they would not be sitting there riding that hard. You don't see these white people on these reality shows. You don't see they riding hard like that. And they go to different places out of the country, drink fine wine, eat the best food, live in nice hotels. But you don't see they riding hard like that. These Negroes, my God, they'll lose their soul. They'll sit there and they'll throw their own mama under the bus. Make it make sense, guys. Denise says Tisha wasn't doing anything but pulling her strap up. That's it. Absolutely. Sparkle said Nell always looks sweaty and high. And we gonna say alleged Nell is too violent for television. Absolutely. The girl is unhinged. And most likely that's why she cannot sit there and try to start this show that she got on this streaming network. Why she can't do it? Because she needs somebody to tear apart. She need a Martell to help her to sit there and pull it up. And then they wants to sit there and say, oh, Mel, Martell wouldn't be nothing without Mel. That's a daggone lie. That's another daggone lie. And I'm about to close it. That's another daggone lie. Mel would most likely, she probably would have had because nobody know what's in the future. But what she had got, how she got there, she got off the back of Martell. And that's real talk. She got what she got off the back of Martell. Martell sat there and went out, him and his brothers, started their own business, a lawn company, made it out of a multi-million-dollar company, got Mel out of the school system, made Mel the face, the CEO of their company. They built that together. Okay? Then you don't know what took place because Martell say he wasn't cheating. He was just telling his wife what he was not getting at home. So quite obvious, what man that you know gonna keep begging his wife? Huh? Tell me. What man that you know is gonna keep begging his wife? Sooner or later, like I said there and say, what trash to you or be treasure to somebody else. Somebody else gonna come like a Ariane Curry and scoop him up. And just like Martell said, Melody was cheating too. Most likely, he said Melody was cheating before him because she didn't want to have sex with him no more. And we already know she was telling all the business to their attorney. And every time when Martell would say anything, you guys look at, oh, he's a cheater, so y'all don't hear nothing that he say. And she would sit there and overtalk him because she don't want him to say anything. Because she wanted to make herself look big and bad. But let me tell you how the Most High God worked. The first going to be what? The first going to be last, and the last going to be first. So now it is your turn, Martell. So don't ruin it. It's your turn. It's your turn. And you don't have to fight evil with evil. The best success is to keep winning. Keep winning. You don't even have to go down to a level. You don't even have to discuss her anymore. You and Ariane or whoever you with, pick up the torch. What she refused to pick up because she wants to be Petty Betty. She wants to be Petty Betty. You never win when you play dirty. Chandela says that's exactly what I was typing. Let her show the world them baby suckers. I don't know what that means. Nell was, she come across as something was wrong with her. She should have put it down. For her to be that angry every time she drank, she has some internal issues she is not dealing with properly or at all. And we're going to say allegedly. But whatever it is, it got her off balance. I don't know what it is. We know she was drinking. Sometimes, it throws your balance off. So, girl, you need to put it down, honey. You was too much. You doing a little too much. Marcella said, "Girl, that show got me heated. My God." Denise said, "I couldn't have did that either, Lady D." Chandela says, "I dislike this season more than I did last season. I'm just ready for the new season, and the new season is to start revealing it all by bringing in absolutely Ariane Curry. Okay, so Ariane, make sure you come on this show because I've been calling it out from day one. Okay, and it's not like I'm trying to sit there and hate on anybody. I've been calling it like it is, and I believe that you are the main character of this show, okay? And that's real talk. My girl sat there and said, "Look at her neck and braids from a millionaire, a millionaire with stylists." Absolutely, girl. Look at those braids. I'm telling you, she looked like that girl on Friday. I'm gonna put her side by side, and I promise you, she's gonna look like that girl on Friday, okay? Nell is everything her kids say she was. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nell, you really embarrass yourself. And I'm going to sit there and say in Nell's voice, for an old woman, okay? Marcella says, "Oh, Mel walking these streets a lay and the platform destiny is a liar." We know the deal. Absolutely. Brain Martell, she loves him. Yep. Mel only felt happy and peaceful when she's being a vindictive person and having those melanuts. Absolutely doing her work. Tisha, the one that's giving every, absolutely, they jealous of Tisha. They are jealous of Tisha. Hey, country girl, how are you doing, girl? Country girl says, "Good afternoon, Lady D and Truth Seekers listening in." Chandela says, "Well, the doctor told her she need her own therapy and her kids too." Well, she needs something, but like I say, these people are unhinged. I don't know about you guys, but no way in the world that I will ride this hard for the love of money. No way in the world I would do that. Hey, Annette. Annette says, "I agree with you, Denise. Martell and Mel both thought they were better than the other couples." Absolutely. You know, like I said, you never win when you play dirty. Denise says, "From the beginning of the show, Mel has always thought she was better than the rest of the couple. She hasn't changed, but it has gotten worse because she had her cult followers. She thought she was, but found out she wasn't. She found out she wasn't. Mel is like walling in the pig's pen. Okay. Yes, I said Mel is like walling in the pig's pen. And Martell called that out where he didn't even want to go and muddy in that water anymore. Okay? He didn't want to go and muddy in that water anymore because the stuff that Martell said she did, my God, I hate to know when that day come how you going to give that report. And the thing about it, she always wants to say, "God this, God that." Like I said, many gonna say that name. "God, I did this in my name. God, I did that in your name." He gonna say, "Get from behind me, you work over iniquity. I never knew you." And I'm not even judging. I'm only calling it out as they put it out. As they put it out. I'm calling, and I'm not being messy. I'm calling it out as I see it. And when I'm setting that line, call me out. Sit there and say, "Oh no, D, that is not true." And I'm gonna correct it and I'm gonna apologize. But I only can go by of what they put out. But when you give that report, Mel, you're gonna face those same things, the same ones that you sat there and destroyed. And one, two, or how many, Martell said, you're gonna face those days. You're gonna face them. You're gonna face them. And want me to tell you what they gonna say to you? "Why? I could have been a doctor. I could have been a lawyer, or maybe the next president of the United States. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord." Some of you guys might catch this by tomorrow. And make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And that's real talk because you're going to have to face, and that's real talk.